Yep. This is episode 5. One of the worst episodes in
plot history.
DreamWorks Dragon.
The only thing it works for is canon.
And this is Big Man on Berk.
Oh, perpetuating toxic masculinity in historically inaccurate Viking stereotypes.
But you thought it was beautiful.
Simply because they finally admitted that Snotlout is gay! That was beautiful! The rest of it was shit!
So, yeah, this is really just... This episode, it turned your brain off dumb.
Yeah.
So, the episode starts off with the gang trying to trap a Skaldrin.
To relocate it because it's too close to Berk and their fishing grounds.
Understandable.
Makes sense!
Yeah. I mean, when you're fishing, you need those waters to be safe, because not everybody has a freaking dragon.
Then what happens? The convenient plot device of sneezing to ruin the plan.
Contrived!
Really. So, yeah, fish leg sneezes, ruins the plan. Everybody, not everybody, but Snotlout almost died. They caught him in the net. He was fine. He's just a drama queen.
Yeah, I mean, in the second movie, we know he's gonna be fine.
And gay!
Alright. But, and the episode proceeds, and Fishleg keeps sneezing. He's itching everywhere.
His butt. He itched his butt.
On screen.
And rough. Tough was like, bring it on! Like,
keep doing it, eventually he'll draw blood.
Yeah, draw blood, come on. Cheat code, draw blood.
But, and eventually they start doing a series of tests?
He eats things like cheese. Which is actually how they discovered cheese in the first place, because it was understandably historically known, like guesstimated, that the first person to eat cheese was dared to do it. Because it was curdled milk. Or, as Tough says, coagulated. Which is what your blood does when it clots. There's no way.
Yeah, he eats a 1,000-year-old egg, coagulated yak milk.
Which is curdled. It's cheese.
And he had yak hair shoved in his face, and he said that it feels like what his aunt.
We don't want to know. She probably has a hairy chest.
And eventually, they think he's allergic to meat.
Because he starts sneezing awfully.
So they take...
Ruff is an absolute jerk and shoves his face in a meat lug and he has a sneezing attack. He basically has hay fever right now.
So, they take him to the one person that can help.
Goaty! Yeah.
He's getting a lot of action this season.
Yeah. But, she hypnotizes him. And they
in the best way possible. Yeah. Huh, guys, this isn't gonna work.
The cliche way of hypnotizing. Oh, it's not gonna work. I'm a strong... Yeah, so then they tell him that he's not allergic to meat lug. And then Snotlout loses control of his tongue, per usual, and spews some garbage that, of course, got into Fishleg's head, so when they snap him out of the trance, he is now...
I'm not Fishleg anymore. I'm the Bone Crusher. He's got an accent. He's macho.
He's talking in a deeper voice than is actually his.
And before the cut to the next scene...
Hands on this sheep. This poor sheep like he's Captain fucking Morgan. Well, the sheep doesn't seem to mind. I mean, remember, sheep don't really tend to mind getting abused, either from humans or dragons.
Let's light it on fire.
Let's launch it into the sky.
Yeah. So, he perpetuates a lot of things of toxic masculinity, as well as upholding the historically inaccurate Viking stereotype that this entire canon has been based on. Which is the biggest BS and quibble I have with this DreamWorks series franchise.
Well, that's not exactly DreamWorks' fault. That's Patricia Cowell doing.
Yeah, I
She
know.
wrote the book.
And
you're listening to the book, which is in the audiobook, written by David Tennant.
Yes, because David Tennant is also the voice of Spite Loud. Anyways, so this perpetuated stereotype that Vikings
Oh, manly.
and only the men are manly.
Oh, no. Fish like the Thor Bone Crusher, I guess.
Yeah. Thor Bone Crusher. Completely different people.
You know what, let's start at the beginning. He says, as he's walking through town, he's snapping his fingers, pointing at people.
He's acting like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3, when he's got the black suit, before the black suit is Venom. Like, it was so stolen.
He's walking down the street. He's snapping his fingers.
The only
pointing at
thing that was
people.
missing was a jazz track.
Oh my gosh. And,
He even did the two-finger mwah to someone.
and then he goes on saving people from disasters that he freaking caused.
He did 10 backflips.
He did. No.
That's not humanly possible.
No, let's start at the beginning. First, it's not loud challenging him, like, are you afraid of a sword? Are you afraid of fire?
I
Throw it away.
scoff at fire. Throws it to the side. My house is on fire. Someone threw a torch at it. Goes and rescues them.
The woman
Puts it out with a trough of water. That's not accurate. The entire house was on fire.
Okay. Let's not go about how the physical attributes of how he saves it. Let's just look at the ridiculousness of it all.
And then he saves a baby from a runaway cart that was let go exactly 3 minutes prior, and we all witnessed it, because when he snapped at the guy, he was like, ugh!
Let go the cart and
Yeah. And then he immediately forgets about his apples. Sometimes I wish people had more characters like the Cabbage Man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. My cabbages! Seriously! There's no way a man whose life is based upon apples would forget about a cart full of apples and the dude that ate a boot!
No. He takes... No, as the cart's rolling down towards the baby, he does a somersault flippity flip in the air.
Yeah,
like,
he does 10 backflips, which is not possible.
Okay, but regardless.
For his size.
He lands in front of the cart, grabs the baby, he kisses the baby, does a
backhanded throw.
He does a backwards pass to the parents! Then he stops the cart, all the apples go flying in the air.
Yeah, he does a Tobey Maguire from the first Spider-Man movie with the lunch tray. And none of the apples bounced, just like the food on the lunch tray.
Yeah.
He catches it all exactly in the thing. And none of them bounce, which is not proper physics.
Okay. But then he takes one of the apples and throws it to the guy who catches it on a fork.
Because he was about to eat his boot. He was about to stab and eat his boot. And instead, he's like, apple boot! And he throws it in the boot, and then he goes to chomping on the boot like it was a sub!
What the fuck is going on?
Who did drugs? They were all on drugs! But then...
They were smoking the good stuff.
Really? There was some serious reefer or peyote or something here. But anyways, then we get Snotlout.
I'm in love!
Truly in love. Because we get the grandiose, like, delusions of grandeur coming straight out of Bone Crusher's mouth every minute. Delusions of grandeur.
He's telling...
He made up
No.
whole stories.
But before, he took someone's axe.
Yeah, he took Stoic's axe. I think Stoic should have just challenged him and beat the snot out of him. How about the fact that he kept calling Snotlout Snotman? Snotman! Snotman! Inferior dragon! Ah!
And
Yeah.
he called Meatloaf an inferior dragon.
How about the convenient plot device of she wouldn't even have put her saddle on? That was convenient.
Indeed. But-
This was really just a filler episode.
This is complete.
They
It's
clearly
dumb.
they clearly sat around and were like, we need an episode, guys. Let's take every idea that's still stuck to the bulletin board that we rejected and put them into one episode. Snotlout falls in love. He's
Okay,
gay.
fine.
Okay. Finally confirmed Snotlout's gay. Okay. Fish legs. Delusions of grandeur becomes a Viking stereotype macho man. Machismo. Ah.
No,
Carries around Stoic's axe. Conveniently loses it in the ocean. Oh, and guess what? There's a... What is that dragon?
Scaldron.
Yeah, there's a Scaldron! Because we haven't seen any of those in a while! Let's just throw that in!
Couldn't give us a new dragon, guys? I mean, we've had so many cool dragons so far, and this is episode 5 we're on.
I
right
think
now.
we saw Toothless once in this film, and Toothless episode, Toothless did one thing, and that's he shot the Scaldron in the first 5 minutes. And that was it! We
Toothless
got...
didn't do anything else. This is How to Train Your Dragon, where the main characters in the first movie are Hiccup and Toothless.
And the only part we got of Hook Fang was when they're riding into the Scaldron with Bone Crusher on the standing on the dragon.
You are not Valka.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? This was literal vomit on a plate with parsley garnish, and the parsley garnish was Snotlout being gay. But no.
Yeah, and he's telling Bone Thor Crusher or whatever. I don't care anymore. He's telling stories of grandeur of how he fought the Scaldron. He's riding.
He made it up.
And Hiccup and all the other riders are cowering, all of them on Toothless.
Yeah. That's the most ridiculous thing, is that single
Story.
delusion of grandeur right there.
Toothless is a night fury. First problem. Second problem. Everything else. This was vomit on a plate that was served at a... now, this series is good. This is a good series. It may have its faults, but nothing perfect.
The plot was garbage. The only thing that was its saving grace was Snotlout.
That's not enough. You can't just have a little bit. The episode has to have something of value. The message is it? What is the message? Be yourself? We got that in the first freaking movie!
Yeah, we don't. This was stupid.
This is dumb. They were smoking some shit. I don't know what they were smoking.
Yeah, I would have liked it more if they hadn't gone over the top. They tried. They didn't try. That's the issue. They didn't try. They I don't know what they did, but the whole thing with fish legs was just stupid.
Guys, I can rationalize it. We've had 4 good episodes. In the first season, we had 3 decent episodes, then we got a bad one. The second season, the second episode was crap.
And it's filler to lengthen the season because they couldn't put the story in all of the episodes.
No.
So they make filler episodes because guaranteed.
Because they have a certain amount of episodes that were requisitioned. I understand. don't get me wrong. I understand a little bit of how filmmaking works and how a series is made. I get that. But you have so much good creativity, DreamWorks, that you go and make something like this.
Yeah, you don't have to pull the sticky notes that were rejected off the bulletin board and were in
From
the
the first
trash
2
can
seasons.
and pull them out of the trash can and slap them on the table and go, this is a plot.
No, those were just tidbits. I swear, they did Wheel of Freaking Fortune and
Yeah.
spun it.
They pulled it out of the trash can. They're like, what's our lucky day? Banana peel! And...
Just like the Macho Man.
nut tissue!
Just like the Macho Man. Come on, guys. Now, I'll try to look for the shining beacon of things. I try to be a positive person when reviewing.
Snotlout was the shining.
That's it. Not
He
like,
was the only saving grace, and even then, there was too much Thor Bone Crusher.
this series is supposed to be about Hiccup. Now, I get it. You can't focus every episode on Hiccup. I get that. But,
I mean, there are 5 other people besides Hiccup,
yeah.
and 5 other dragons.
Well,
but-
4 other dragons.
Yeah,
The twins share one.
yeah, that's true. That is one. That is one dragon with 2 heads and 2 people and half a brain.
But, still, that just... DreamWorks, I don't know what you would think. I mean,
They were-
think about... Let's talk about Astrid now. Astrid was some of the best parts.
Yeah, Astrid was also, because she chalked up the gay. She got all cute, talking little baby voice. It was like, oh, you're
hold
in
on, guys.
love.
Hold-
Oh, her big hunk of man.
Here's a clip.
Astrid gives the best line in this episode.
Oh, yes.
Here it is.
Yeah,
He'd do anything for his big hunk of bone-crushing love.
yeah, I get a feeling this is gonna be a very short vlog. This was not...
It was not great. It was far.
At least some of the bad episodes, there was something good you could take out of. This was
just-
nothing in this.
I will never return to this episode. The only way I will return to it is to hear Astrid for that one quote. Seriously.
Ha! That's one of the few things I saw this episode once, and that was when the season came out. It's 2019. This is 4 years ago, and I've never returned to this episode until this review. DreamWorks, I get it. I mean, I think that they were rationalizing it, like, you know what, we're gonna make one bad episode. Why not just get it out of the way?
Really. Stereotypes.
There-
Toxic masculinity.
Oh, he patronized Astrid. Like,
No, he
oh,
was-
you fair Viking lady.
He didn't
Excuse me.
patronize her. He was sexist.
This is true. Thank you for the correction. Yeah.
He objectified her.
Wow,
Which
guys.
usually only Snotlout does, because Snotlout is the whipping boy of do-nots.
How many times has she punched him out in this series so far?
Exactly, that's the point. She is the check on toxic masculinity.
What-
However, this toxic masculinity was so bad she couldn't even check it. And the only thing she did check was when she was they're in love with Snotlout. And
That was funny, though. He's doing...
you broke my heart. I
And
miss
then
you,
the
Thor Bone Crusher.
The episode ends with not out kissing fish legs on the cheek.
He clearly would have gone for mouth. Clearly. But there's just so much cheek there. That boy's got wide cheekbones, just like me.
But this episode, it's not necessary for the plot.
Nope.
There's no point to it aside from filler.
It's filler.
Just to get the number of episodes that were commissioned.
Yep.
There's no reason for it to exist at all. This is if you're trying to go through the series and get the story, skip this episode.
Yep.
Skip it. If you want to watch it, fine.
Enjoy it for the gay. That's it. That's all you're going to enjoy, is enjoy it for the gay, have a good feminist critique of it. That's it.
Yeah. And
Ooh, and a historical critique, because it was historically inaccurate.
Well, almost everything in the series is historically inaccurate. It's a fantasy.
Yeah.
Regardless. This episode, it's just, like I said at the beginning, turn your brain off dumb. Enjoy it. It's like Alien Resurrection. Turn your brain off, enjoy it for what it is. If you can. But I don't have anything else to say, do you?
Nope.
Well, we'll see you next time, guys.
Sorry for the rant. End rant.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yeah. But this episode, Big Man on Berk, what do we rate this as?
Gay!
Based on our star system, what do we rate it?
It's gay. That's it.
What, 1 rainbow star?
Sure.
Okay, 1 star is slightly rainbow colored.
No, it's a shooting star.
But we'll see you guys next time. Oh no! I just remembered what the next episode is.
Shut your mouth, boy!
I know.
Remember, I know nothing, you know everything.
I know.
And
I reviewed
you
the entire freaking
Stay
series.
quiet.
I reviewed the entire series with John and Tyler. I know. But all I'm gonna tell you is you see the return of it.
Please tell me it's not.
Alvin? No, it's not Alvin.
It's the old man.
Mildew?
Please tell me it's not mildew.
It's not mildew.
Thank God.
It's worse than mildew.
Thank the gods.
It's worse than mildew.
Who could be worse?
You will find out next time! We'll see you around, guys.